You like go put your back against the wall and just slide down.
Newly revealed court documents could have exposed Big Meech as the actual informant in the Cuffy case. And 50 Cent isn't holding back. He's coming directly at Meech over these serious allegations. These leaked affidavits detail Meech's alleged involvement, almost word for word. Still, Meech is standing his ground, firmly denying any real evidence that ties him to snitching. We're going deep into the accusations, court filings, and every surprising twist driving this heated dispute.
Privileged to what's called the affidavit in support of the wiretaps.
Okay.
It's like 3 affidavits. In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full.
50 Cent is openly branding Big Meech a rat, and the snitching scandal has completely taken over, overshadowing the news from last October when Meech was granted early release. Things got even more tangled when Meech's longtime friend and former business associate Diane Gatling, also known as Cuffy, spoke out just 2 days after Meech's release. Cuffy claims Meech betrayed him to shave time off his sentence. He hasn't minced words, directly accusing Meech of switching sides to protect himself. With 50 Cent now involved, the situation has spun out of control. After Meech clapped back, at 50, tensions escalated rapidly. The streets haven't stopped talking, and the controversy around Meech's release only keeps growing. Once close friends, almost like brothers, Big Meech and 50 Cent are now bitter enemies, caught in a public snitching scandal. The situation hit a boiling point on February 3rd, 2025, when 50 blasted Meech on Instagram, accusing him of snitching and teasing an upcoming documentary that promises to expose everything. But there's more behind the fallout. Meech recently appeared in a video alongside Rick Ross, 50's longtime rival, promoting a massive Welcome Back concert. That alone fueled serious tension. The concert was set for February 13th at Amaranth Bank Arena, featuring a star-studded lineup including Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, 42 Doug, Moneybagg Yo, Kodak Black, T Grizzly, Sada Baby, Boozy, and others.
February 13th, the Big Meech Home benefit concert. It's gonna be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me salute some of the legends. Lil Baby, Boss Man D-Lo, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Ricky Rose. Now, this the first time it's ever been done. Me performing BMF with the icon himself. This shit gonna be special.
Epic.
Get your tickets right now.
I'm back.
To add to the situation, Rick Ross planned to perform BMF at Meech's Welcome Home concert. However, everything started to unravel after 50 Cent leveled his heavy accusations. Even without firm proof, the snitching rumors spread rapidly across social media. A supposed court document made the rounds online, suggesting Meech may have used Tammy Cowan to spy on Cuffy in an effort to secure a reduced sentence. Now, debates are raging in the streets, fans are split, and tensions are reaching new heights. The documents imply that Meech allegedly brought Tammy Cowan into the fold to move illegal products through Cuffy on his behalf. There were no calls or direct commands. Nothing said outright. But things took a turn when Tammy reportedly flipped and provided federal agents with extensive information about her transactions with Cuffy. And now, in a twist no one saw coming, Tammy Cowan is allegedly working with 50 Cent on a raw, no-holds-barred documentary. The irony couldn't be more glaring. More details about this alleged third-party cooperation are expected to surface soon. And if the rumors are true, the drama is about to get even more intense.
We want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small-budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which direct?
Meanwhile, 50 Cent hasn't let up, continually mocking Big Meech across social media. Within hours of his first accusation, 50 posted a provocative video showing himself pushing Meech's head toward a man who had admitted to snitching. But the message was clear, and 50 even hinted in his caption that he and Tammy were working together on the explosive documentary before he later removed the post. It's important to remember, Big Meech had recently teamed up with Rick Ross to promote the Welcome Back concert, a move 50 Cent interpreted as an act of betrayal. Now, the fan base is torn, with some believing 50's actions are completely justified. Hard evidence might be revealed soon. Even more surprising, this new conflict between 50 Cent and Big Meech could end up reigniting the old rivalry between 50 and Rick Ross as well.
Shout out to Big Meech. Welcome home. We're playing with dude. We're playing with dude. You know, I'm gonna say
the situation escalated when 50 Cent publicly expressed his frustration over Big Meech aligning with Rick Ross. Ross quickly fired back, mocking 50 during an Instagram live session. He posted a photo of the two together, then theatrically pretended to cry and slid down a wall, clearly trolling. But Ross didn't stop there. A few days later, he returned to take direct aim at 50's hit series BMF, calling it trash during another Instagram live. He even suggested he might take over the BMF brand himself. Ross took it a step further by mentioning big Hollywood names like Quentin Tarantino, Antoine Fuqua, and F. Gary Gray as possible collaborators for his own version of the BMF story. A clear power move. He ended his video with a loud laugh and kept the pressure on, dragging 50 further. Meanwhile, 50's longtime rival, Young Buck, entered the fray too. Buck posted a quick video where he gave a slick shout-out to Big Meech, smirking as he said, "Shout out to Big Meech," slipping in a not-so-subtle warning aimed at 50. It was clear Buck was siding with Meech, following public support from Rick. Ross and other artists, Big Meech finally addressed the swirling snitching rumors. In a composed but firm Instagram video, he reassured his followers that he had never cooperated with authorities and never would, firmly standing by his reputation. He wrapped up the video by promoting his big event, personally inviting everyone to Amaranth Arena on February 13th. But almost immediately after Meech's message went live, 50 Cent struck back once more.
Because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before the sign, always.
50 posted a clip reacting to Meech's statement. This time, he played Meech's words in the background while directly countering each point. The conflict had now gotten deeply personal. When Meech claimed he couldn't be manipulated or deceived, 50 openly mocked the statement, and many fans seemed to agree. Social media lit up with reactions, and 50 didn't hesitate to poke fun at Meech's upcoming concert. He taunted, "Y'all gonna be mad if Lil Baby doesn't show up?" and followed it up with, "Even if you want him there, he can't leave the house." This was a pointed reference to Meech's legal restrictions. In his caption, 50 pushed further, suggesting Meech might not even make it to his own event. He asked followers, "Will you demand a refund if the headliner's missing?" and added, "There won't even be a big scream. He can't be out after 6:00 p.m., but hey, do what y'all want." Things spiraled even more when unexpected problems forced the concert's cancellation, giving 50 Cent another opportunity to celebrate. But 50 wasn't done. He intensified the situation by posting an audio clip where Blue Da Vinci, rapper and former BMF associate, claimed that Tammy Cowens had gotten hold of documents and wiretaps involving Big Meech. This surfaced just as Meech was still grappling with the backlash from the canceled event. At this point, the dispute wasn't just personal anymore, it was starting to carry real consequences. Even if some allegations remained unproven, they stung harder coming from someone who had been close to Meech for years. The real question remains, do the snitching accusations against Big Meech have any real basis? What exactly caused the fallout? Between Meech and Cuffy? How did such a strong bond end in betrayal? And why is Cuffy, one of Meek's oldest friends, serving time while Meech walks free? Rumors have been swirling on the streets about Meech allegedly working with authorities, but until recently, there was little hard evidence to back it up. That changed when a newly surfaced court document came to light. This wasn't just hearsay, it connected all the key players. According to the documents, Demetrius Big Meech Flannery, Dion Cuffy Gatling, and Fidel Suarez were all implicated in a drug trafficking conspiracy. Suarez allegedly ran a trucking business in California that served as a front for moving product, while Cuffy was heavily involved in the St. Louis branch of BMF, helping to distribute the drugs. Meech was named as the national head of the operation, with their roles clearly outlined. At this point, the rumors were beginning to seem much more real. Things took another turn when documents indicated that Big Meech was reportedly the crucial link tying everyone together and had introduced them to a confidential source, referred to as CS1. Adding to the controversy, an audio clip surfaced on X, formerly known as Twitter, featuring Cuffy's daughter Tamara Len Gatling speaking out. In the clip, Tamara accused Big Meech's wife of helping arrange a deal that led to her father receiving a harsher sentence, allegedly for Meech's own benefit. This supposed third-party cooperation deal ignited social media. Tamara didn't hold back, emphasizing that Meech and her father had been close for over 30 years, their families deeply connected, making the alleged betrayal cut even deeper. Tamara claimed that back in 2011, Meech approached Cuffy about turning the BMF story into a film and introduced him to Tammy Cowens. Importantly, Cowens held Meech's power of attorney while he was incarcerated, handling his personal and business affairs.
I'm making this recording in regards to my dad. He's Dion Gatling. Most people know him as Cuffy. But I wanted to make this recording so I can shed light on some facts. My dad was set up by one of his best friends, which is Demetrius Lenore, also known as Big Meech.
Now, many are questioning whether all of this was simply business or part of a larger plan. Here's the situation. Tammy Cowens served as the main point of contact for nearly all communication between Cuffy, Meech, and the BMF network. According to Tamara, when Cuffy was arrested in 2014, he quickly realized something was off. The authorities had detailed insider information that only someone within their close circle could have shared. Tamara firmly believes that person was Tammy Cowens. For context, the discovery Tamara referred to involves evidence prosecutors provide before trial. When Cuffy reviewed it, the specifics were so personal that it was clear someone close had turned. While cooperation with the government often carries serious consequences, many were still stunned at the possibility Cowens may have flipped. That's how deeply rooted this situation runs. However, not everyone was shocked. Music executive Wack 100 mentioned during a live stream with DJ Academics that he wasn't surprised by the allegations against Cowens. He even suggested she may have had two strong reasons to betray Meech, but chose not to disclose them fully. Now, speculation is mounting. What motivated her actions? Was she playing both sides all along? Given how closely Cowens worked with Meech while he was locked up, some believe it was only a matter of time before she shared sensitive information, and reportedly, the person she shared it with was 50 Cent. According to Wack 100, 50 was ready and waiting.
My dad, when he received the discovery, he knew exactly who CS1 was, and he told me and my mom that it was Tammy Cowens.
50 Cent had quietly been preparing for this moment, gathering evidence in case Meech ever made a move he didn't approve of. When Meech publicly aligned himself with Rick Ross, 50's longtime rival, it brought everything to the surface. The week since, the situation has unraveled publicly. Social media has exploded, with celebrities, fans, and insiders weighing in, but no clear answer has emerged. Some are defending Meech, arguing that no direct evidence proves he cooperated, especially if Tammy Cowens acted independently. Others are convinced Meech used her as a buffer to protect himself, and are questioning whether he still deserves the respect he once commanded. And then there's Cuffy. Despite facing backlash from some of Meech's supporters, Cuffy isn't backing down. He continues to share his side of the story, ensuring his voice is heard. Earlier this February, while still incarcerated, Cuffy joined a live call with Blue Da Vinci to clear the air. He didn't hold back, laying out the full story behind the alleged third-party cooperation agreement and how everything unraveled. Cuffy detailed the original plan, who was involved, and exactly where it fell apart. Blue Da Vinci then asked a critical question. If Meech had truly cooperated, why did he still serve a lengthy prison sentence? That's when the conversation took a new turn. Cuffy claimed that Tammy Cowens, the same person tied to the snitching allegations, was allegedly involved in a romantic relationship with DEA agent Keith Cromer, her original handler. According to Cuffy, this relationship ultimately backfired, ruining any deal Meech might have secured with the justice system. In the end, Meech's sentence was never reduced. Cuffy said the case became so compromised that it worsened outcomes for everyone involved. Meanwhile, Cuffy faced 2 murder charges, but later accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to 2 firearms offenses in exchange for dropping the murder counts. Nevertheless, in May 2019, he received a 27-year sentence. U.S. Attorney Jeff Jensen confirmed this in a press release, calling Cuffy a major threat. Prosecutors accused him of targeting 2 individuals who had extensive knowledge of his criminal dealings, describing it as an attack on the integrity of the justice system.
It was called a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Collins signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. Plain and simple.
As for Special Agent Keith Cromer, the DEA handler linked to Tammy Cowens, he admitted to having an inappropriate relationship but tried to downplay it, claiming there was no sexual involvement and denying any role in document tampering. Despite his defense, the consequences caught up with him. After an investigation, Cromer was terminated, partially due to a suspicious $212,000 in payments connected to Cowens. Meanwhile, on June 14, 2021, Big Meech received a rare bit of positive news. While Cuffey remained behind bars, U.S. District Judge David M. Lawson granted Meech a 3-year sentence reduction. This decision reignited frustration and speculation about what might have been happening behind the scenes. As for 50 Cent, he made sure to address the situation. In response to Boozie's remarks, he posted a now-deleted Instagram video showing Boozie getting emotional, adding the caption, "I did more for Meech than anybody in his life, Boozie. That's why he said what he said." This came shortly after 50 Cent publicly revealed he had to send Lil Meech, Big Meech's son, to rehab during the filming of the BMF series due to substance issues. And the tension didn't end there. 50 Cent went even further, suggesting that Big Meech may have encouraged his son's reckless spending and drug use out of jealousy. According to 50, Meech struggled with the bond forming between Lil Meech and 50 Cent while he was incarcerated. When discussing money, 50 made a bold claim, stating that the BMF series had earned millions for the Flannery family and that he had personally invested $5 million. He further alleged that Lil Meech squandered the entire sum before his father was released. But there was more. 50 Cent also criticized Big Meech for allegedly wearing Lil Meech's jewelry, accusing him of desperately trying to stay relevant in a world that had moved on. Although 50 seemed to ease up after Big Meech's Welcome Home concert was canceled just before Valentine's Day, he still posted a cryptic message on Instagram, "Don't push me, I'm calm now, but my show got canceled too." It came across as a warning. Meanwhile, Big Meech has mostly stayed quiet. But it doesn't take much to provoke 50 Cent. And with that explosive documentary still looming, the tension remains high as everyone waits to see what revelations might surface next. What do you think is really happening behind the scenes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one!